Hello, it's Tamara Hunter, and we are. It sounds like we have a bit of a party, and I've got my guests coming, and we are on hour number 22 of a 24-hour telethon that is really more of a streaming broadcast event, and we have Gigi in the house. Gigi, hello.
Hi, Tamara.
Oh, I'm so glad. Excuse me. I'm so happy that you are here, and it's been a kind of a crazy day, and thank you for the support. You've been. I've seen that you've been making comments and you've been there, and I thank you for it. And I love the what is it? The Ninja.
Super Ninja Jet Fuel.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like, yeah, super ninja. Oh, thank you, water. Oh, they're giving me water. I need it. Okay.
I can't believe you've been going this whole day.
Yep. And the day before trying to get ready for it, and the day before trying to get ready for that day. So it's been a few days. But it's all good because we've been getting a lot of awareness of what is happening with Chemo Buddies for Life, and we were able to sprinkle a little bit of Speakers Pathway Coalition and Service Heroes, and so it's been good. But I want to talk a little bit about what it is that you're doing, and we got Eric Zuli in the house, and he's saying hello to you. Hi, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
And so now you are, first of all, you're in Hawaii, huh?
I'm in Hawaii, yes.
And
I just picked the plumeria off my tree.
Oh, how beautiful. I bet the smell is gorgeous.
It is, yeah.
So, okay, so you're in Hawaii. Let's paint the picture. I mean, because you, just in the very short period of time I've gotten to know you, I am absolutely I just love you because you have the best attitude. You are so amazingly sweet. You are so giving. And when I find out more and more and more, I'm like, wow, this, you really are incredible. And so, I mean, I just want to like get this out just as fact and then go on for it because I want people to understand where we're going with all of this. You're in Hawaii, so you actually experienced what in Hawaii just recently?
Oh, our house was taken out by the lava. Yeah, it was to watch so many people, just like watching with the campfire, and which we have family that have lost their homes there, and the Malibu, all of those fires. But yeah, we lost ours. We lost everything. And so what? So what?
And that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I didn't want it to be like a pity party kind of a situation. I just respect the fact that you have such a great attitude about stuff, and that stuff, right? And this is though because I came into getting to be aware of who you are just around the time that all that happened. And so, I was hearing, okay, yes, that your house was gone, your computer was gone, that, a lot of the things that because what is it that you do for your day job, if you will?
I build Instagram accounts and I do coaching on Instagram. So yeah,
and you don't just build Instagram accounts. You actually have a pretty good reputation in what you're able to do with that, don't you?
I do. And I have just a unique perspective on Instagram and social media. But Instagram particularly, it's not just the technical. You can't just do this and this and this. And it takes a lot more understanding psychology, understanding people, and other things like that. So yeah, I've had pretty huge success in it. So.
And so again, I know you're a very humble person, and I'm not trying to do this to try to boast any kind of, but I'm just trying to paint a picture. And so what is kind of huge success?
Oh, for my Instagram accounts, I've built 150,000 to, I think one of those 170,000 followers on them. My biggest success in it was one post that I did had 9 million views on it, with I think about 9,500 comments. So if you just think, what would that do for your business or your cause? Getting your message out there. That's why I do it.
And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because it's important to paint the picture, not to be boastful, because I know that I don't think you have a boastful bone in your body. and what I've noticed in this short period of time I've gotten to know you, and you remind me of so many different people in my family that actually it's a compliment, because you just have this smile, and it's like, okay, I'm here, and then you say what it is that you're saying is like, whoa, that was good, and then it was like, okay, now next, and I love that about you, I really do. And as I'm getting to know you more, I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad that I'm getting to know you more, and I get that opportunity. And you reached out to me, and you let me know that that Chemo Buddies for Life is really something that touches your heart. Do you mind sharing that?
It does. Well, like everyone else, cancer has touched my family. My sister, who's 15 months older than me, so we're very, very close, was diagnosed with breast cancer. And they found it very, very early. It was one of those miracles that they even found it. And so, yeah, it's the thought that I would lose her is devastating. I would much rather lose my house to the lava than to lose someone I love. And I have lost somebody that I love. My son was killed, so I do understand the pain of loss. But yeah, it has touched my family. It touches my father-in-law, passed away, I don't know, 25 years ago from cancer. And so, yeah, it touches everybody, so many friends, not just family, but yeah, so many friends. But yeah, so I'm 100% behind what you're doing and what Chemo Buddies is doing. And I, not just on the cancer level, but I understand the value of having somebody lock arms with you, and the value of somebody who's been there, non-judgmental, just somebody to be there, and they're not going to give you their advice or opinions or all of those other things. They're just there. Like you said, when you're sitting in the chair and you have a panic attack, there's somebody there. So yeah, I so appreciate what you're doing. And for anybody who's on here right now, watching, listening, do what I did when I saw the GoFundMe's come through on the campfire. I took out my credit card right then, right there. I said I was not going to wait, because I know I just did a fundraiser. I just went through that, and we were in such need. If everybody had just waited, we probably wouldn't have gotten the donations that we got. So I'm just encouraging anybody on here, do it now. Otherwise, you'll forget, like I did. I do. So,
Well, and I want to thank you for that. I do. And, uh, when you were talking to me, because we've talked a couple of times, and it's like, wow, here you lost your house, and then your family lost the fire, and the attitude that I was just like, again, it brought it back to, it really is, it's the people that matter. It's the people that matter. And and when I have to say, I celebrated with all your other friends. I started getting to know you well enough that when you showed the picture of the new place in Hawaii and everything, it just looks so happy. It looks like such a great, wonderful place. Is it some, the rest of the story? How does it feel now that you're back to the island and that you live? And how how's it? And you have a big, huge smile, I know, all the time.
oh, look, can you see behind me? Oh, look at my cute house. Can you? I don't know if you can see
I know.
it.
I can't see it very much, but yeah,
There's our first Christmas tree. It's a little Charlie Brown tree, but we had to, get all new ornaments, and that's okay. But we wanted to have a Christmas, so we went ahead and did what we needed to do to make it happen. And yes, seriously, I lost my house. I lost those things, but in my belief system, I'm going to get. I am going to get better. I advance. I have 100% faith in God, 100% faith that I am going to get something better. No matter what happens, something better is going to happen. And yes, this house is awesome. It's 2 lots away from the street where it's like 4 minutes from the ocean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I grew up at the ocean, so for me this is home. And it's such an incredible blessing that I saw the house and I go, oh my gosh, that's my house. That's my house. So I knew it immediately.
Your house, right?
And I bought it on FaceTime. I was still in Iowa taking care of my son who'd been in the hospital, in and out of the hospital. So I wasn't even here to go look at the houses. And I saw this house and I go, oh my gosh, that's my house. Yeah, it's really cute.
And that I was just so happy when you were like, I would like to support and I would like to be a part of this, because of the fact that I love that attitude. And in fact, I see that people are totally loving it too. We've got Joy that, you guys are cut from the same kind of cloth.
Hi, Joy.
Yeah, and what a cool split screen. Thank you, Sherry. And then thank you, Kim. And yeah, she has an awesome outlook. I agree, 100%. And a real calm spirit too. And yet she's doing stuff that with social media and that I Instagram is like, I can't wait to start learning it, and I know I will, because of the classes and everything that I'll be able to take and learn from you, and I'm excited about that. But oh my gosh, people still laugh at the fact that I thought that you had to pay to get a hashtag.
Only $35.
That was up to only a few, months ago. I really seriously had no clue. I didn't even understand the concept of a hashtag as way of a word. It's like, but in a hash, but and I still, it moves so fast and such, but I'm getting the idea that there is, and that's where I can see how it is fun when you start getting kind of and even when I'm doing here, I'm a little tired and everything, but it's been fun. it's been fun to try to figure it out, and okay, how could this work? And a couple of the links, yeah, I waited too long, and so then they timed out and stuff. But thinking, okay, yeah, if I had not had that little bit of a delay, then it actually, a lot of the ones, they just went closed down, open up, closed down, open up. And it was like, wow, that
Uh,
makes sense, right? And so, but it was strategy, it was fun. And that piece of the social media platform, I think, is really kind of cool.
yeah, yeah, I like figuring those things out too. So yeah, and my story, which I know you heard when we did our event, was that just over 5 years ago, I did not even know how to Google something. I didn't know a window or a tab on a computer. I was a missionary in Africa, so
Right.
I missed the internet age. So for me, it was like I had to learn a whole new language, as well as, I tried all these different things. And when I hit Instagram, it was like I committed, and I just was like totally focused, and it was fascinating. I had enough experience. I became the person who could succeed it, on Instagram when I started on that. So when I started on it, it was just like all of a sudden all the pieces fit together, and this puzzle just was complete. I don't know how to explain it any other way, but yeah.
No, it makes a perfect sense to me. I'm totally getting it. If anybody else isn't okay, I'm sorry, but no, I'm totally getting it. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm not going to forget to put our link, though it's not clicking, but I still, people can cut and paste, please, for our fundraiser. And again, I want to thank you for your contribution, and those that are contributing. And I will be here. Everybody's asking me what the tallies are, and right now I don't know. I'm still concentrating on all of this stuff. So what I will start doing is, once I can start tallying up, it might be tomorrow, but I will start tallying up and then seeing what we still have left, because we still are in the giving season, and I want people to understand that yes, it's Giving Tuesday, but we are going to this is going to be sharing. We're going to be sharing the love for a while. And, that's one thing that's nice about these, is that I'm hoping that the content is something that people are enjoying and has found interesting. And if you were to share some kind of a nugget, like, okay, something in regards to Instagram or something in what you're doing, is there something that you would like to just say, whatever it may be? Because I think that I know that when you have an opportunity to listen to someone that has the kind of experience that you do, and the fresh attitude that you do, because you came after it in a real organic way, right? I mean, you decided to study. Did you go to school at all for it?
Oh, I took a class, or not a class. It's a video course, like
Okay.
the one that I did, and
Right.
a friend of mine who had been on Instagram for a few months ahead of me, he mentored me. So
Oh.
it's the mentorship, that the coaching, to me, that is just like the buddies. It's
Right.
so valuable to have
Right.
somebody that you can ask those questions, um, that gives you that little extra bit of encouragement, that little extra bit of information. Um, so what I would say, faith is the first thing.
Mm.
You said it earlier about the doctor who's a national or international speaker, and she said that the studies are showing that whether you have a placebo or you have the medication, your belief can actually heal you. Yes, what you believe is what's going to happen. And so, you know, like Bill Heinrich says, get clear on those things. Get clear on your vision. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Sometimes that's a hard thing to do. It was hard for me. Sometimes that's one of the most difficult things. Believe in yourself. So yeah, those are things that I would want to pass on to someone else. Believe in yourself. Get a mentor or a coach or a buddy or somebody who believes in you.
So important.
It is. It really is.
And it really does. It can make a difference, right?
It does. It really does make a difference. My best friend believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And for her to just always say, without any question, oh, you can do that. There's no doubt for her. It was only for me. And that's because I unlearned who I was. When we're young, we know who we are and we can do anything. And then in between, we unlearn who we are. And then as we get older, then we have to figure that out again, you know, reconnect with that person that can do anything.
Right. Right. Isn't that the truth? I mean, very well said. You know, and that, I think that to live life, it's hard not to have that lesson, right? I mean, because you have the ebbs and flows, you have the ups and downs, you have all of that stuff happening. And it's just, I mean, that really, I can see the parallel so much, you know, like with Chemo Buddies for Life. Yes, you face what many people think is going to be the scariest thing in their whole entire life. I just don't want to touch that because I don't know how I would handle it. And yet, if you just like, my attitude was, okay, my doctor actually, you know, I'll share it with this, because of the fact I hadn't had a mammogram before I was diagnosed. It was on my very first one, and it was older. I should have done it before, but I was doing other stuff. My fault, my bad, and everything. So I'm a big girl. Okay, I'll take responsibility, right? So go into the oncologist surgeon, reviewing the pathology. We're waiting to hear, okay, what are you staged at, Tamara? You know, and I'm thinking, okay, I got it. I'm good. Whatever, I'll be okay with it. And she says, I think you're 2, maybe 3. I think you're 2. I'm like, yes. And she's like, worst. I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen that kind of reaction. I'm like, you don't understand. I was prepared for the 4 because, you know, it's like,
4.
Yeah, because I just knew that I had to be a big girl and come with my big girl pants on, and it was like, she's young, she's funny, she's like, oh, anywho, you know, it's like, you know, I mean, okay, this is fun, I can do this, you know, it's like, and we end up kind of doing the crack up thing in the doctor's office as we're going through, okay, this is a potential plan, and on and on and on, and busting up. And I thought, you know what, there's no right and wrong in how you handle stuff. There's no right and wrong in where you come from it. And we all have different ways of processing it. And I absolutely love the fact that you know, it's a matter of just that attitude. And when you shared that, you know, have a mentor, you know, and that your friend maybe did do that believing in you when you needed to hear that belief, and then you needed to rediscover that, you know, believing in you like a child. And I think that is just there you go. There you go. So well said. And absolutely so true. We're childlike faith, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Because if we can rediscover that childlike faith, you know, I love all this stuff I've been learning and going to all these new conferences and meeting all these wonderful people and friends that I'm meeting and just absolutely adore. And I'm learning so much, but then I boil it down and I just keep thinking a lot of it is childlike faith. You know, because what does a child believe? A child believes that you can, right?
Right.
And when you believe that you can, and you're framing it, as they say, and you're just feeding it into your subconscious, it's not that you're believing it because you're telling yourself you believe in it. You just believe it.
Right. And that's actually the opposite, is because after a certain age, when we're children, then society and everything else starts telling us that we can't.
Right.
And so we've learned that we can't, but really we can.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's like unlearning that.
Right. I like that. Absolutely. And I think that you're just, you know, this is excellent. Here I'm thinking we're going to be, you know, you're Instagram person, but not but. But I keep going but. Laugh with me because guys, I'm a little, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, feed the brain, but feed the brain. I have adored your attitude because it's just like what I'm seeing right now. Your smile is like, okay, my house burnt down, or my house was taken away by the lava, and all of this. But when it comes to your family, and you know, and I also just appreciated the you know, the teaming and the help, and like when you offered some, you know, like during one period of time you offered a little extra help and something personal, and it was like, you know, this is what it's all about, guys. It's all about when we care about others, and this is a new friendship, and yet there's a connection, and I have never met you face to face, and yet I feel like I know you, and that there again is when I was just talking with Christoph, and we were talking about what is it all about with the buddies, and you know, is it something that you're holding hands and you're sitting right there and everything, and it's like probably not. Maybe at some point my buddy's here, you know, and in town, but that didn't happen overnight. She lives in Kansas, and for a special event she came, and yet look at the kind of connection that you can have. And this is the thing that I absolutely adore about what you're doing with Instagram, what we can do with Facebook, what we can do with whatever social media comes in to play next, and whatever we can do through this box and these phones and such, because you know, there's a lot of bad press, if you will, or you know, that this is disconnecting, and that, because yes, it does. However, when you have that childlike faith, when you have that thought that you need a coach, when you have that thought that my friend is helping me through something, that oftentimes doesn't happen when that person lives next door to you or can actually schedule that time to come and sit with you to do that. Oftentimes we think nothing of those type of relationships taking place over the phone, over the internet, over like this, some kind of a camera situation. And we don't think anything about that. We actually bond through those. And how many times have people said, man, I feel like I know you. You've been my friend for so many years on, you know, and now I'm finally meeting you. But this is where the subconscious really does come to play, right?
Right.
Is that something you don't
And
remember?
energy transfer. You know,
Well,
we can transfer energy. You know, when Jay mentioned, oh, Law and Order, or, you know, something, and
yeah, 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 yeah.
it's an instant, immediate energy transfer, and I think that happens because everything is energy, right? And I think that happens outside of face to face. It can happen. Why would it not happen via
Exactly.
internet? It doesn't
Exactly.
even have, you know, we can think of each other. I had a friend in China. It's kind of a funny story. She was on a short-term mission trip in China. This is in the 80s. And I was one of her prayer partners. And I call up another prayer partner and I say, we need to pray for Peggy because she needs to be invisible. And it turned out she was sitting on 14 suitcases of Bibles in China, which is highly illegal, you know, and she was in an airport with everybody with guns and stuff like that, and you know, she was literally sitting there and in her journal saying that at this moment I needed to be invisible.
Wow.
So why can energy not be transferred from China to me? I lived in Tahoe at the time because it, you know, it's prayer, it's words have power. Her words of I need to be invisible right now reach me in Lake Tahoe. I knew immediately what she needed. Yeah, to me it's just like, well, of course, of course, why
Right.
not? You know,
You know,
yes. So why not that we have this instant knowing each other and instant love for each other because our energy is transferred. That's how I look at it. So,
and I love it. And you know what? That right there is exactly what I know because I'm witnessing that the best of human nature is all about, and that's what we can offer for people that you know it that maybe have even given up, but they don't want to. Chemo Buddies for Life and this nonprofit that you know we're educating about. We're I love the way that Christoph said it in the last hour. This is day one, you know, and I thought, wow, you're right. It is. It's day one of us getting to that next league and that next, you know, going into the bigger boy leagues or bigger
yeah,
nonprofit league. And 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 the fact that this kind of relationship is what can actually heal, can, you know, that healing through connections, and this is an evidence right here. And I love it. I love it that people can actually, and that this is something that's being offered, and people will be able to watch and people will be able to say, wow, you know, I think I'm getting it now. Maybe I didn't quite understand it, you know, 23 hours ago, 22 hours ago, whatever it was, you know, but now I think I'm maybe actually seeing how there could be the an actual an actual way that this could act really concretely work, because I know it does. I have no doubt because I've seen it. And when you actually finally see it, when you actually finally feel it, when you finally get that kind of wow, that was powerful. And when you have someone that their body needs to have that kind of power, that needs to have that kind of invisible miracle, if you will, that, you know, that whatever it may be to help that body to say, no more, no more disease, no more sickness. You know, I know that I am well. I know that I can do this. And I know I can do this with my buddy. And we can do this together.
yeah,
That, you know, it's just sitting here with our friend that was sharing about his mother, and it was a while ago, and I felt that holding back of the tears and that energy there, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, we're gonna get you a buddy. And he's like, yeah, I would like a buddy. I would like a buddy.
Yeah,
And
you have that. You have that ability to sense when somebody else is hurting. I was watching that. I was watching him talk to you, and I could see in your face. I could see that you feeling his tears coming up. I could see you feeling his pain coming up. Yeah. And that's why you're the one who's called to do this, is because you feel for other people so deeply.
Yeah.
So on a note,
so
I would love to offer to anyone, well, the next 5 people, the next 5 people who donate $200 or more. Okay. And I'm going to put a dollar amount on it because I believe in this cause, and this is a fundraiser. And so I would like to offer them my Instagram course that I just completed. On the person who did not know what a tab or a window was on the computer has done her own Instagram course, and I did it for Speakers Pathway Coalition, which we are both part of. We're both executive training directors for. Yes. But for the next 5 people who donate $200 or more, I would like to give you a copy of my new Instagram course, including 1 month of free coaching.
Oh, wow.
That's the kicker. Wow. That's the big part. Yeah. I would love to support you in this way. And so if anyone wants to take me up on that, $200 or more, the next 5 people, including, you get the Instagram course, which does cover setup and my super ninja jet fuel strategy on how to really make it profitable. So it even has a 30-day sales technique in it.
Oh, wow.
So I would love to offer to your donors that with 1 month free coaching. Wow. So make sure you message Tamara for getting that offer. Let her know that you want to take advantage of getting the Instagram Mastery course.
Okay.
It's worth $497. So I'm just asking for a $200 donation. It's tax deductible for a very great cause, as you've heard for the past 22 hours. That how great this cause is. So I would love to offer that to your donors.
Well, thank you. And you know, I actually started. I've taken some as you were starting to load things, and I got to that one place, and the information that you are sharing, I am absolutely learning, and I cannot wait to finish learning. And the thing about you is that you make it and so that it is understandable. Sometimes, you know, when you're trying to learn something that's new, it's like, okay, I need to take a course to understand that course.
Which is why the coaching part is valuable, because, you know, as much as you try and cover everything, there's going to be, you're going to come up with a question, or Instagram changes everything, which they just did that. So you know, if you have coaching, then you have somebody to help you through that.
Right. Well, you know what? I can't think of anybody. You know, I'm grateful for your belief. I'm grateful for that offer. And you guys, I'll tell you, she knows what she's talking about. And and when I didn't know who Gigi was, and then I start hearing all this stuff, and then I start seeing all this stuff, and it's like, wow, you got a real strong reputation out there, and I thank you. I thank you. I don't know what.
I watch you do your lives, and I'm like watching you go, oh, look at, okay, she smiles the whole time, and I'm watching you like taking notes like Dawn does. You know, I'm taking notes, watching you, and watching you do the interviews. I'm watching how you do it, and I'm listening, and yeah. So back at you. Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. I'm feeling very nice. I'm very good. So, this is cool. All right. Well, I want to acknowledge you and tell you that your support means so much to me, and I appreciate that you've been on so much of the day, and I am really excited about that. We're almost done with this too. It's almost 10 o'clock. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to do after this is over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I think I will. I think my body is going to go in shock, though. It's like, you're going to let me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you very much. I am really looking forward to. Are you coming out in January?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Good. Oh, good. Okay, that will be.
I can't miss that. Yeah. So
good.
We get to meet each other face to face.
I am looking forward to it, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to be doing some real great stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, my friend, I want to I appreciate you, and you just go enjoy that. Is it beautiful and wonderful in Hawaii right now?
Oh, it always is. It's almost always the same temperature. So we don't even have to ever close the doors. Doors or windows are open 100% of the time. Just a little breeze go. Yeah. It's rough. Somebody has to live here.
I love it. You know, someone's got to do it. Yeah. Good for you. You know it. You deserve it. All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the offer, and I can't wait to see who's going to take you up on it.
Me too. I'm excited.
I can't wait to watch success. And again, what I'm going to do is I'll share what's going on with that on my pages because of all of it, and so then that's going to be even that much more support and exposure. So I think we can have a lot of fun with this.
Yes. Okay. God bless you, Tamara.
And you too, Gigi. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Bye.